Hi, we're Life in Film on We Found New Music with Grant Owens.
So you guys have been working with Stephen Street on the full length. He's known for producing Blur, The Smiths. Talk about being in the studio with Stephen and what you feel you accomplished on the full length. Here it comes.
Yeah, it was wicked working with him. And he just constantly talked about the Smiths and Blur. To be honest, it was like, no, we tried to ask him about some of that stuff, but he wasn't giving in. He was keeping it close to his chest. It was amazing. Like he's, like we kind of knew a lot about him beforehand. So when he heard our demos and wanted to work with us, we were like over the moon. He's like sort of an idol to us. And yeah, working with him, like he kind of got the vibe of what we were after. Kind of left, didn't he wasn't too pushy with anything. Like if he thought something should do something, he'd say. But he was cool to work with.
Cool.
Yeah.
So the journey to the album, how long was that process for you guys?
It's a couple of years. But yeah, bits and bobs, and it just took us a long time to get where we are now. So, but it's made us appreciate it even more. So it's really good, I think.
Of course, you're now on Plus One Records here in the States. Talk about some of your singles. The upbeat jam, Get Closer, which you guys just played. Tell us a little bit about that track and how it came together.
That was like, Dom and Mickey used to live together in a place called Brixton in London, and we went round there during the day to just hang out. And I came with like the riff and like a bit of a melody, but didn't really have any of the lyrics. And then we just kind of jammed it out. It was one of those cool occasions where it took about a couple of hours, and then after that we went out for the night, and it was one of those sort of good things, and haven't really changed the structure of it since. Just it was one of those things that just came together. Yeah.
Great. Well, yeah, it just seems like a natural jam right there. The opposite, Anna, Please Don't Go, is just kind of more of a beautiful ballad of sorts. How did that come together, and what made you decide to keep it at that slower pace?
I came to them with it. We were all living together at the time, and I had it, and so I just played it, and we quickly just recorded it into the computer back at home. And we kind of had it. We didn't usually play it live that much because it's quite a quiet one. So it was one of the ones we always had just in the background. But then when we went into the studio, like we tried to record it a few times and it never sounded quite right. So when we did it with Stephen, he was just like, keep that original guitar part. Like that's working, because it was like raw and as it is.
It's just because Ed could only play it one time and he couldn't get it right after that.
That's true.
Well, we love both approaches to your music, the upbeat and then the slower tracks. Of course, we enjoyed it at the Fonda. You played that live. You've been playing it live lately. That's cool.
Yeah, it's like sort of nice to sometimes to drop things down and like make sure everyone's concentrating,
Absolutely. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. What's next? Are you going to be coming back to LA? A long journey for this full length?
Yeah, we're going to come back when we finish this tour. We're going to finish up in Vancouver after going up the coast, and then we're going to come back in August to tour again, but on our own, like a headline tour. So that'd be
all right. We'll look forward to that. The headline tour for Life in Film.
Happy days.
So the full length is Here It Comes. Life in Film joins us here. Thank you guys so much for joining me on We Found New Music.
Thank you.
Nice one. Thank you.